Today I'm working on a pink Christmas plan with me. Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and I love using the color pink this time of year, so I'm going to do a pink Christmas plan with me. I have some goodies pulled out from Rongrong DeVoe, her Santa's Workshop set, which is adorable. Super excited for that. I have that pulled out, and 'tis the season because there are some great pink accents in this one as well. So I'm going to put you all on fast forward. Today I'm working in my catch-all planner, and the checklist layout is what we are looking at. All right, let's go. I am going to start this spread with some washi tape from Thing. I love the scalloped washi. You all probably know that because I use it in a lot of spreads, but I've always had some struggles using this particular washi when half of it is a darker color, half of it's a lighter color and not white. I've kind of struggled with how to use it. But I am so pumped about this little hack. So I have the colored on the bottom, then I have the identical one that has the white background on the top, and it looks like a fun little beaded detail. It kind of turns it into one thicker washi, and I'm slightly obsessed with how cute it turned out. I'm kind of hoping to see what other matches I can make as far as layering the scalped washi in this way, but I think it's just a fun little, it's almost like the little pom-poms that we like a lot during this time of year, or if you're me, you like them all the time. It's like a little pom-pom detail on the edge of your planner spread. So I'm going to put that at the bottom and at the top, and that's going to set the stage. This is going to be a lot of pink. I love a good pink planner spread, and I love using pink this time of year mixed into my Christmas spreads. In this particular one though, we're really going to embrace it. It's not going to be monochromatic, meaning there are going to be other colors, specifically some reds and greens, but pink is certainly going to be the dominant color. And I think it's going to just set the stage for kind of, it just feels fun to me. That's the deal. Like when you mix in pink, it brings in an energy. It has a fun, whimsical feeling, which is something I love to embrace in the holiday season. All right, I have to do a little bit of trimming just to wrap up this washi tape, and then we're going to start looking through the two different books that I have picked out. Now, the Santa's Workshop sticker book from Rongrong DeVoe definitely has that whimsical feel. It is all about being up in the North Pole. It's very imagination forward, I guess you would say, which is a great starting point. And this is going to be what I use for the majority of the spread. And then I'm going to mix in a few stickers from the other sticker books so that it kind of gives it a little bit more grounding. I guess it sounds funny to say that because it's all bright pink and whimsical, but just mixing in a few just to change it up just a bit. All right, I put this one down first. This is the sticker that kind of started the whole spread because I knew I wanted to use this particular sticker. So I got that one down first. Otherwise, I'm going to actually do some planning on top of my planner guides or my layout guides that you can get from the Happy Planner. These are actually called sticker guides, and it's this plastic sheet. One side has a glossy finish. I'm using the matte finish side because that's how you're able to move stickers around. And what you do is you just lay it over the top of your spread. I'm using some magnets to hold it in place, and it allows you to place stickers down onto the plastic sheet and move things around. And you're going to see me move several different sticker groupings around as I'm kind of planning out where things will go on this spread. And it allows you to move them very easily without ripping any of your precious stickers. When I am working on planning spreads, I tend to work big to little, meaning I do the biggest elements first and then get smaller and smaller, adding more details in. And that's what I started with. The biggest boxes, I knew I wanted a double box over here on the weekend. This is going to be for the first week of December. A lot going on, of course, because 'tis the season for all of the activities, all of the parties, and all of the kind of end of the year events. It's just a lot going on. So I need a big double box for that particular Friday. And then I love having a box over on the sidebar. Sometimes I use it for meal planning. Sometimes it's kind of a look at the week ahead, like a running to-do list. There's all kinds of ways I use it, but I love having a long sidebar over there. Then you'll see me just continuing to layer in boxes and decorative stickers as we go, working from bigger boxes like you see over here, and then starting to do smaller. I was focusing on primarily pink, obviously, and some of the patterns were repeating. So for instance, on the right side, the upper right hand corner, you have the red and white peppermint candy. Well, that's repeated on the left side, and I needed the balance. So I had to make sure the patterns were organized in a way where there was balance on both sides of the spread. If I had all the peppermint candy on one side, it would look a little bit odd. I know that sounds like a little bit crazy, but those are the things that go through my head as I'm planning, as I'm trying to feel out what is going to look visually pleasing on my page, as well as what's going to be functional for me to write on to plan the week. You're going to notice on this planner spread, I use almost completely patterned boxes. So all the edges of these boxes, except for those smaller red ones, have a pattern to them. There's some extra decorative element that can be a challenge to use so many. That's why most of the time I kind of gravitate towards solid boxes, something that's a little bit, it doesn't compete as much, but there are so many gorgeous ones in the spread. And or in the sticker book, I kind of decided it was one of those things, if you're going to play with mixing and matching patterns, you can just embrace so many of them that it's not like they're competing. It almost makes the patterns feel a little bit more neutral because there's so many of them. And because most of these patterns stick within the same color family, reds and pinks, it takes it down a little bit, not a little notch, I guess you would say. Like if it had a bold pattern that was rainbow, for instance, that would feel a little bit different. But because it's in the same color family, it makes it a little bit easier to blend them. At this point, I'm feeling pretty good with the decorative boxes, but I just wanted to add a few more elements. I pulled out the PET tape. There is that Santa's Workshop PET tape and washi tape box set, which is so fun to play with. So I'm just picking out a few stickers from there to see where I can start to fill in a few little decorative moments. I know I need something in the lower left-hand corner, probably a house of some sort, because I feel like what it started to come together as was that the bottom area was very much Santa's Workshop, Santa's Village, and then the top area was a little bit more in your own home, in the quote-unquote real world, as opposed to the North Pole. So do I sound absolutely ridiculous thinking that the stickers are organized in that way? What I would love to hear, I know the crazy things that go through our heads when we're sticker decorating or decorating our planner layouts that make sense in our own heads. So for me, it's organizing the scenes in this way because the North Pole stickers should all go together, and then the real world stickers should all go together. I think a lot of times about the size of people on my spreads and if it makes sense with what is around them. What are some of the crazy things that you think of in your planner spreads that may seem absolutely ridiculous to someone that doesn't do decorative planning? Like, I know if I tried to explain this to my husband, why I put certain stickers where, he would be like, you are insane. These are all pretend images. And he would just probably laugh. But I know that my planner tribe totally gets the logic that is going on in my head. So let me know down below, what are some of the rules or the things that you think in your head as you're placing stickers on your page that others might find crazy, but that you know planner people will totally understand. Let me know down in the comments. All right, I am just looking to see if there are any other little smaller decorative stickers that I may want to add. I know I'm going to need the dates at the top of this page. I think for dates, despite this being a pink plan with me, just for a little contrast, I am going to bring in the dates with red. So I went for Mojo Jojo Plans. Her red dated 2.0, I believe, is the one that I'm grabbing right here. I just need to double check. Yep, the 6th is on a Saturday, and I always know that because that is the day of my wedding anniversary. So I'm starting with that one and then going ahead and adding on all of the other dates. This spread makes me so happy. I know for a fact that many people watching this are like, this is over the top, this is too much. But I say go with what brings you joy. If you like a more minimal spread, then by all means go for a minimal spread. If you are like me, like a more maximalist style, then go for that as well. Just for another extra little detail, I am going to add a little dashed line around the different checklists on the page. And then once that's in place, that is going to be it. I cannot wait to see what this spread looks like once it is filled in. I'm very excited to get a chance to use this the first week of December. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. I do have links down below to everything I used in the spread, including to Rongrong DeVoe and also to this particular planner insert, which is available in my shop at ScrappyWife.com. I want to give a huge shout out to my Patreon family. We're having a great time celebrating all things Christmas over on Patreon in the month of December and prepping for a huge 2026. Now is a great time to join us. If you want to find out more, head on over to patreon.com/ScrappyWife. All right, I hope that you have a fabulous day. And as always, keep it creative.